Welcome to the Santhouse House.
Today, very exciting day, we are taste testing sour candy. When was the last time we had sour candy?
I don't know, but we're about to eat a lot of it.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. I counted right.
No, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I counted wrong. We have 11. We have 11 different sour candies. They're not all different brands, but there are quite a few brands represented here.
And they're all gummies. They're not just sour candies, they're all sour gummies.
So we are going to be ranking them on flavor, on texture, and on sour factor, because all of those are very important. As an aside, if you hear our lovely neighbors upstairs, they are doing river dancing up there or something, so...
Ball rolling.
we're not totally sure what they do up there. We're pretty sure sometimes they're just trying to dance.
Jumping.
Usually around 1 a.m.
Yeah.
So we're starting out with a fairly normal one. These are the Trolli Sour Bite Crawlers.
Trolli?
Trolli?
Is that how you say it?
Trolli?
Trolli?
I don't know how you say this. Nobody, they don't tell you when you go to the store if these are the Trolli or the Trolli. So I'm going with Trolli.
How do you guys pronounce it? Let us know in the
No,
comments.
it's like a troll.
I would say,
Troll.
see, I would have called it
Troll.
Trolli. But I could totally be wrong. Like, I have no idea either.
Trolli is L-L-E-Y. This is Trolli. Because I'm trolling you. Okay.
Let us know in the comments which one is it.
I thought that was really good. I think the flavor in general, I would probably give it like a 4 out of 5 on the scale. The texture I would say is really good because it has a good firm chew, but it doesn't really get stuck in your teeth or anything. And then the sour, it's not actually that sour. I would say sour, these are probably 3. And I didn't give a number for texture, but I'm gonna say the texture on these is like 4 out of 5. They're pretty good.
Yeah, I think for me, flavor, I would probably give them a 3 for flavor because, I don't know, they don't have a specific flavor, I guess. I don't know, to me they don't. So I'd probably give them a 3. And then for texture, I would give them a 5. I think they're good. And for sour factor, I'd probably give them a 2. They're not very sour. Our next sour gummy we have is the Starburst Sour Gummies.
I didn't know these even existed.
Yeah, they're like square Starburst, but they're sour. So let's give them a try.
Did you like them?
I'm undecided. I think for flavor, I think the flavor is decent. I like it better than the other one, so I'd probably give it a 4. For texture, I'd probably give them like a 3. They're a little bit weird.
Yeah, they're weird.
Like, I don't know, they're
like springy.
Yeah, they're springy. That's a good word. And for sour factor, I'd probably give them a 3. They're not super sour, but I feel like they're a little bit sour, more sour than the other ones.
I would say for flavor, yeah, they're weird. They make me think bubblegum. Yeah. So I would say that would be like a 2 out of 5 for me. Texture, the springy gumminess is weird. I can't decide what I think about it, so we're gonna go with a 3. And then for sour factor, I do think they might actually be more sour than the Trollis, but I don't know where to put that, so we're gonna go with a 3.5. We'll do a 3. We'll do a 3.
Okay.
For our next candy, we have the Target Market Pantry brand sour gummy worms. Had to look at them again. These look identical to the Trolli ones, I think.
They look very similar. So we'll see how they are compared to them, I guess.
They're a little stuck together. That was definitely the least sour one yet. I didn't feel like that was sour at all. Honestly, these remind me of the Trolli ones, but like everything is less. I'm gonna give these flavor, I'm gonna give them like a 2. Texture, I'm gonna give these like a 2 also. It's kind of a different texture. And sour, I might also give it 2.
Oh, how sad.
I don't hate them. They just aren't like special. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would probably give them a 3 for flavor, a 3 for texture. I'll be a little bit nicer than you. And for sourness, I'd probably give them a 2. Next, we have the Haribo. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but either way, Haribo Gold Bear Sours. So they're sour gummy bears, essentially.
Have you ever had these before?
I don't think so.
I don't think I've had these before either.
I feel like I just gave my mouth a workout.
Those are so much harder to chew than any of the ones we've tried so far.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I think for flavor, I would give them a 4. I thought they have a good flavor. Not bad, I don't know.
I'd probably give them a 3 for flavor.
Okay. And then I think for texture, I would give them a 1. It's just a personal thing. Like, I personally don't like how hard they are.
You know how like when you put a gummy bear in ice cream, it gets like rock hard?
Yeah.
These were like not there, but they weren't like far enough removed from that you didn't think about that.
So what would you give it for texture?
Texture-wise, I'd give it like a 2 or 1.
And then for sour factor, I would give it a 2. Not very sour.
Yeah, not very sour.
Are you saying a 2 also?
Yeah, I would give it a 2 also.
Okay.
Not the best.
Just have to have it on record. We forgot to make a scoring category of how they look, but if I was going to pick one, I would put these at the top because these look very cool.
Yes, these are the Airhead Extreme Rainbow Bites, which is a long name. And I did not know these existed either, but they look fantastic. And they come in a very small package, which means maybe they pack a bunch. You ready to try this? If you're going to put the name Extreme on something, it better be extreme. These don't really feel extreme.
It has like a sour scale on here though, and they're not that far on the sour scale. Apparently there were ones that were more sour that we didn't get.
Where were those? I want those. Flavor, I actually really like the flavor of these, incidentally, even though they weren't that sour. So I would probably give these like a 4 out of 5.
I think I would give them a 4 as well.
I enjoyed the texture. They were dense, but they were chewy.
It actually surprised me. Like, I don't know, it just surprised me. I would probably give it a 5 for texture. I really like the texture.
I did like the texture, but I'm gonna give it a 4 just because Kathy gave it a 5. I did like these. But for sour, I would say 2.
Yeah, I would say 3 probably. Next, we have another Trolli gummy worms. These are berry flavored.
Very berry.
Very berry. So they're probably very similar, but just the flavors are different. I do think that one has more flavor than the other one.
Yeah.
I actually don't like it that much.
Anytime I have like a berry flavored candy, it usually makes me think of medicine.
Yeah.
And that rings true here. So flavor, I would give these like a 2.
Yeah, I would also give them a 2.
Texture, I still like the texture of these and the other Trolli ones a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give that a 4.
Me too, 4.
And then sour factor, these didn't actually feel that sour. I think almost because there was so much other flavor I was feeling. Tasting. Do you feel the flavor?
Yeah.
So I would give these like a 3 for sour.
I would give them a 3 too. It actually, I feel like the sour, you know how like raspberries can be like sour sometimes?
Yeah.
It reminded me of that, like
Very
where
berry.
it made sense. Yeah, because it like, those fruits can be sour sometimes. So.
For our next one, we are doing Sour Gummy Bears by Albanese Candy Factory, which is exciting and somewhat nostalgic because we used to live relatively close to there, like 30 miles away, back when we were in Chicago. So, have you had these?
I was just gonna ask.
I didn't actually eat that much candy from there.
I think I've had regular gummy bears from there.
Your family loves Albanese candy.
Yeah, but I don't think they ever get sour ones. I think that was the sourest thing we've had so far.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Yeah. Flavor, I think was good. I'd probably give it a 4.
It's kind of hard to taste the flavor almost because it's so sour. I might give the flavor a 3.
And then for texture, I really like the texture. Way different than the other gummy bears. Like, vastly different. I'd probably give it a 4 for texture.
They're very like soft and bouncy, but also you can, if you put some real oomph into it, you can bite through. So that was good. I would say, I like the texture of these. I would say 4.
Yeah, and then for sour, I would probably give them a 4 also, because they are more sour. But they're not too much sour.
They are way less work to eat also than the Haribo ones.
Yeah, very true.
But yeah, sour did I give a rating for sour?
I don't know.
If I didn't give a rating yet for sour, I would say these were a 4.
Okay. Our next sour gummy candy is Sour Punch Rainbow Straws.
And I destroyed the packaging while I was opening it. I'm so sorry. These have a ton of like sugary sour coating on them coming off on my fingers.
This one I think should get extra points just because it's fun to eat. But other than that, I think for flavor, I thought the flavor was good. I would give it a 4.
It's not bad. It definitely has a distinct flavor. I feel like it tastes like other candy. I'd probably give it a 4. Yeah.
And then for texture, I would give it a 5. I really like the texture of these.
I would give it a 4 only because it gets stuck in my teeth. The chewing experience is fun, but it does get stuck, which is annoying.
Yeah, that is true. And for sour, I'd probably give it a 3. They're not extremely sour, but I think the flavor overall is good, so 3.
I would also give it a 3. It was good. I enjoyed these. For this next one, we are walking down my memory lane. Back when I was in college, I was a sophomore in college, and I went on a trip with some other students at my college to Czech Republic, and one night, the last night of our trip, I ate an entire box of these right before bed, and then 2 hours later, I was up throwing it all up in the toilet.
We did not need to know that. That is gross.
I still like Sour Patch Kids.
These are very nostalgic, not because I threw up eating them, but because I feel like traditionally, if we were gonna get a sour candy, this is what we would get. It's funny, because now that I've had all these other sour ones, I'm like, I don't think these are the best. For flavor, I would probably give them like a 2.
I will say,
it's kind of sad.
I just had 3 different colors, and they were very distinctly different flavors.
Yeah.
Which was impressive. So for that, I'm gonna give it a 3. Texture-wise, these are like soft and like not even chewy.
They're amazing.
They're really good. They're very fun to chew.
I would give them a 5.
Yeah, I would actually too. I really like the texture on these. I think the gummy is so sweet that it doesn't really taste that sour. And because the coating is kind of different, I had one that was really sour and one that was very hardly sour. So for that, I would give these like a 3.
I would give it like a 2. Next we have Haribo Sour Streamers.
Zing!
These look very fun to eat. So let's give them a try.
It's odd
They're
to call
very
something like this a streamer.
Flexible.
Yeah.
I think those are pretty good. I think for flavor, I would give them a 5 because I think they have the most flavor out of anything I've tried so far.
They definitely, I think the one you had that you then gave me was orange.
Yeah.
Orange things have very intense flavor, I've found.
That's true.
I would say, yeah, I would give these a 4 for flavor. I think where these really got me though is texture. I think that when you're eating a sour gummy candy, it should be about the experience. And these are so fun to eat. I really enjoyed eating that. I'm gonna give that a 5 for texture.
Yeah, I would get a 5 too. I thought like the gumminess of it was good. They're not too thin. Like they're pretty thin, but they're not too thin. So you still get to kind of chew them, but not like a ton. And because they're long and streamer-like, they're very fun to eat.
As bad as the bears were for their texture experience, these were good in the opposite direction. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
And then sour factor.
Sour factor, I'd probably give them a 3.
Yeah, it wasn't that sour. I would say maybe a 3.
Yeah.
One of the bites I had was pretty sour. 3 pushing 4. I'll go 4. I'll go with 4.
Okay. All right.
For our final candy of the day, we are doing Warhead Sour Cubes, which I had never heard of also. But when I think Warheads, I think like the most sour of sour things. And so I have high hopes, high expectations for these. We will see what happens.
They look really cool. They kind of look like gum.
They do. They're cubes. That was wildly disappointing. I was expecting that to be the sourest thing we ate tonight. Flavor-wise, probably a 2. I'm sorry, Warhead.
Really? You need to eat an orange. Again, orange has the flavor. I would give them a 4. I thought the flavor was good.
I will allow you to sway me, but only to a 3.
Okay.
We'll go with 3.
I thought they all had pretty good flavor. For texture, I would give it a 5. I think the texture is good.
To me, the texture of this was like eating a gumdrop.
It is similar to a gumdrop.
It's very much a gumdrop.
But a little bit better, I think. But they're very soft in the middle. I wasn't really sure what they were gonna be.
I'm gonna give it a 3 because they got stuck in my teeth.
Whatever. And for sour factor, I would give it a 3.
I would give it a 2 for sour factor. It was not sour.
Guess we needed to get some more sour candy. What other sour candies are out there that we did not get?
I'm sure we missed some.
Let us know if there are ones out there that we did not try, and we should, because I feel like we missed out a little bit.
Just a little bit.
So we have ranked all 11 of these sour candies, and here are the rankings. We honestly don't know. I think I know which one won, and it's probably the one that's our favorites. I don't actually know because we didn't write the scores down, but I'll know when I'm editing this video. So I know that my favorite was the streamer one. This one. This was my favorite. What was your favorite?
I want to be different. I really do. But I think that was also my favorite. If I was going to sit down and eat an entire bag, which is something I would do.
And then throw up, apparently.
I would either eat the Haribo streamers or the Airhead
I agree.
rainbow squares.
Yeah.
They were both very good.
I like the Sour Punch straws too. That would be another one up there. It's funny because it does sway you a little bit how fun they are to eat, I think.
That's true. That one did it for me.
Because these ones are fun to eat, the straws are fun to eat, and these ones just look really cool.
And they're fun to chew.
So, there you go. Let us know your favorite sour candies down below and which ones we should try if we didn't try them all, which I'm sure that we did not try them all.
If you've had any of the sour candies that we tried today before, give us a thumbs up on this video.
Wow.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. We would appreciate it. And on that note, we will see you next time at the Santhouse House.
Bye.